Isn't exciting? There's no comedy party like a 6 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon comedy party. Woo! I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I've been doing and I do appreciate you guys coming. I really do, because I know you came from near and nearer. So why am I here tonight? Because I need to pay for a kitchen backsplash. We bought this house. It has so many problems. It does. We have so many workers at our house right now. Donald Trump wants to build a wall in our driveway. It's funny to watch the joke work its way around you guys. We have so many problems in this house, and we're redoing the kitchen. Of course we are. Of course we are. Because every woman has to redo the kitchen. Yes, because you ladies are smart. Every lady in here knows she can't change her man. But every woman knows she can change a kitchen. First day we're living at the house. I open up one of the cabinets. There's a container of Pringles. I take out the container of Pringles. All the shelves come crashing down. My wife comes whiskey in like the renovation fairy. Bibbidi bobbidi bo, it all has to go. She has these grand visions. She's like, I was watching Christina on HGTV. Christina says we should paint the kitchen white. What do you think about that? I'm like, sure, we'll paint the kitchen white. It's nice, it's easy, good. She's like, should it be mascarpone white, or linen white, or eggshell white? I had no idea there were so many shades of white. No idea. A couple weeks ago, I'm working at a club in Camden. I walk into the club, they call me white boy. I don't ask, am I honky white? Am I cracker white? Am I lily white? If at this point you guys cannot relate to these jokes, then you are a renter. And it takes you ladies years to get that kitchen just the way you want it. It takes you years to get that kitchen just right. And then when you get that kitchen just the way you want it, no, it's time to move. And then another woman walks in and goes, it all has to go. And there's never any free time because there's always stuff to do in the house. I had a free moment of time. Who's married in here? You guys married?
Yeah, sure. Everybody's married.
Oh, I didn't know it was this type of community. I apologize. Everybody's married. We have our thing. Yeah, we do pickleball and then all bets are off. How long have you been married?
58 years.
That was the answer you were looking for, sir. 58 years. After
35 happy years, right?
Apparently Dr. Ruth Westheimer's in the building over here. 78 was very happy. There's been issues the last years. 58 years. After 58 years, does she give you free time to yourself?
All the time.
Sure, like tonight, yeah. Like tonight when you're walking home from the show. Okay, I didn't want to start a fight between you guys.
Yeah, I'm just confused.
Sir, he hasn't answered any of that. That's how you make it 58 years. She's like, I defer to my attorney over here. Please direct all the questions to my wife. I never get free time to myself. The other day I'm home, I'm watching TV, minding my own business. Wife comes in. You want to watch TV together? You want to watch something we both want to watch? No. No, I don't. I'm watching the game. If I wanted to watch TV with you, I wouldn't have bought two 27-inch TVs. I would have bought one 54-inch TV. I'm the man. I make this thing. We are not watching TVs together. So we're watching The Housewives of Atlanta, and we have this house now, and our neighbors have chickens. Anybody have chickens? They're not approved by the HOA, and we're going to write a letter about it. I don't even think you can put them on the grill if you really want to know the truth. They put all their efforts into the lawn and no effort into poultry. I'm not happy. I don't have an HOA because I'm a big boy and I can make my own decisions. And that's why you got never asked to never come back here again. Because the chickens are very sweet animals. They're actually very sweet animals, but I got to think about, if you're a chicken, you have to be a nice animal, right? Because chickens lead a very stressful life. Every morning they wake up, they don't know if they're going to get eaten by a fox or the people feeding them. The best day a chicken can have is she's woken up early and somebody steals her children. Is this chicken material too edgy for you folks? Have you guys ever worked together as an audience before? Is there anybody who's single here? ask if anybody wants to be single. Well, you're doing a good job of working that out yourself, aren't you, son? You've been trying. What the hell happened to my show? What the hell happened? Things mean different things before you're married and after you're married. Like, if she is rifling through your drawers, she's in your underwear looking for a good time. She says, we have time for a quickie. You might have some quick nookie. After you're married, she says, we have time for a quickie. That means you can do a fast food shopping if you just stick to the list and don't use any coupons. They're all true, sweetie. You don't get to play the tennis pavilion unless you're spitting truth. That one hit a little too close to home. I apologize. I'm lucky to be married. I am lucky because I didn't think I was ever going to find anybody because I was always the fat kid growing up. I played sports, played competitive tag. I played Little League. You guys know I played in Little League? Left out, jerk. Okay, whatever. Wasn't nice at all. No chicken for you. I was catcher. Like, coach, I don't want to be catcher. We don't even have a chest protector. He's like, don't worry, Davin, you have nature's chest protector. Flab. You know how embarrassing it is when they steal home plate because the ball's stuck between one of your rolls? And the other day I went to the doctor for a physical, and there I am buck naked. Ladies, enjoy that image? Fellas too, I don't discriminate with it. And my doctor tells me he thinks I'm gaining weight. Now this is not what I want to hear, because I was already having a fat day. So I did what any self-respecting guy does. When you got a tool like this, gotta build a shed over it. My doctor looks at me and goes, a shed is one thing, the Astrodome is something completely different. And I recently went for my first ever colonoscopy. It's okay, guys, we're not going to do it at the show. You would have paid more for that?
Well, no, we paid more not to have.
Thank you for sharing. I was very nervous, and I picked a male doctor, and I picked him by his name. His name was Dr. Goldfisher. That was his name. It made me laugh too. I just had an image of the process. We got a big one. It made me laugh. A lot of times when you get this colonoscopy, as you know, they make you go, and a lot of people have to drink this nasty liquid. I didn't get a nasty liquid. I had like these big pills and a lot of water. And here's the thing, like, it's supposed to make you go right away. After 30 minutes, I was feeling pretty good. So I'm like, all right, maybe I got this beat. Minute 35, my world changed. I saw a peanut shoot out of me from the ground round. The ground round has been out of business since 2004. And now we got to go to the doctor's office. And when you go for your colonoscopy, you are not getting dressed up. There's not a lot of snap zippers or buttons because you don't know how long. You want stuff that gets in easy on and easy off. And I was very nervous about the ride. And I walk in to the doctor's office, and I don't see Dr. Goldfisher. I see two hot nurses. This is not what I wanted. I wanted Dr. Goldfish. Now I'm self-conscious. So the one hot nurse takes me in to the office, and she's trying to make me feel comfortable. And normally, as a comic, we'll tell people about what we do, like we're comic, we have upcoming shows. I didn't tell anybody about this show, but other shows I know. But I don't want to do that with her, because God forbid she looks me up on YouTube, then there she is sitting in the front row, and I see her, I'm like, wow, she was staring at my white moon, this is terrible, no. So then she leaves, you strip down, you get into the gown, and the gown covers everything except for what you want it to cover. Everything is out there. So then she walks in, she's like, oh, you didn't put on your booties. I'm like, what now? Your booties. Now I'm a grown man, and she is putting on my booties like I am a toddler. This is so emasculating. And then I lay down, and the other hot nurse comes in, and she's trying to put probes on my chest, like, oh, you're very hairy. It looks like we're going to have to shave you. Because now I'm a chimpanzee, apparently. And then the anesthesiologist comes in, and she's like, oh, do you snore? I think we're all going to find out in 30 seconds. And then Dr. Goldfisher comes in, and I go to sleep, and then I wake up, and there's Dr. Goldfisher. Oh, and this is perfectly normal. Nothing to be ashamed of. You farted during the procedure. Nothing to be ashamed of. Now I imagine the hot nurse is behind me. I'm farting in her face like it's a happy hour at Chipotle. Why is he telling me this? You know what? People are holding in farts right now. The people who haven't laughed, they've been holding in a fart for 10 hours. It was completely mortifying. I'm telling you what, I am not going back to that gynecologist. So that would mean, okay, that's... sir. Like, I feel like you probably have somebody locked in the back of a Honda Civic right now. Raising kids is definitely different than when we were growing up. I was supposed to ask my daughter how she is, who she is. I've never asked my daughter who she is. Oddly enough, she often asks me, who the hell do I think I am? I travel for a living. I travel all over the world. Been to Korea. Have you been to Korea before? I thought Korea was a beautiful country. I saw a lot of cool things in Korea, a lot of interesting things in Korea. The one thing I did not see in Korea was a nail salon. How is that edgy for you folks? We've got a gun problem in this country. We do. Actually, no, we don't have a gun problem in this country. We have a men with gun problem in this country. We do. Because it's only men that go into schools, churches, malls, shoot them up. Women don't do that. It's because men and women think differently. Men think, how can I kill as many people as possible, as quickly as possible by shooting? That's how men think. Women don't think that way. Women think, how can I kill one man as slowly as possible by nagging, complaining. I'm not home for the holidays, but I get asked weird questions around the holidays, like we just had Easter, and anybody calls me up and goes, Dad, let me ask you a question. Do Jews celebrate Easter? No, we celebrate the day after Easter when candy goes on sale for 50% off. And I like, a lot of times we can celebrate Passover and Easter together, right? But we need this year. I like when we can celebrate together, because like he is risen, but the bread is not. And I don't like to fly, but if I'm going to fly, I should fly during Easter, because Jesus is my co-pilot. And I know if we go down, we're coming back 3 days later, and that's just a darn good insurance policy right there. Am I breaking news to some of you folks? My favorite holiday is Halloween. I think the people who miss the boat on Halloween are the homeless people. If I was homeless, I would definitely go trick-or-treating. People don't know that's not a costume. Did you guys get a lot of trick-or-treaters? No, I would imagine you didn't. I know. The kids in this community are 55-year-olds. You're just looking out the window. They're here in the golf carts. Come on. Get the Werther's Originals. And some of the sweet and low packets that we stole from the diner. We did not get a lot of trick-or-treaters. I don't know what we were doing wrong. We were handing out peanuts and gluten. Did any of you ladies get dressed up for Halloween? What a fun group you are. I got dressed up for Halloween. When is the worst costume ever? When is a Jehovah's Witness? There with a suit and a watchtower. Nobody's opening up the door. You guys get these jokes, just not right away. You guys know anything about the Jehovah's Witnesses? Don't open the door. Well, that's why this is a gated community. They can't get past. And if they do get in, don't ask the guard, because the guard won't tell you where you guys are living either. The guards have no idea what's going on here. Apparently I made up for the HOA joke today. Back in the game, baby! The Jehovah's Witnesses believe only a certain amount of people get to go to heaven. They believe only 144,000 people get to go to heaven, which is fine. Here's the deal, though. If my religion believed only a certain amount of people got to go to heaven, there's no way I'm going door to door trying to recruit more people. Usually that joke gets a lot of laughter and applause, but the agreement was a nice change of pace. You know, he raises a very good point. I'm glad he came. This was a fine speaking engagement. Brad's been here since 2 o'clock, but he couldn't get past the guard. We only have 12 that look like you. You're not one of them. You don't belong. So I'm Jewish. David asked, Jewish here? From that groan, I don't know if you're Jews or you just don't really like Jews. I don't know what that is. I've been places where they haven't seen Jews before. I was down in Alabama. I know, well, you can't play Monroe Township every week. I'm down in Alabama, hit the stage. Guy sitting right where you're sitting starts checking me out. Starts looking for the horn and the tail. Finally get all pissed off, like, hey man, have you ever seen a Jew before? Guy gets on again, of course I've seen a Jew before. Once. On the History Channel. I'm like, what's your problem, man? Don't you like Jews? Of course I like Jews. I like apple Jews, orange Jews. Hell, my favorite movie's Beetlejuice. Alabama at the show, like, woo, Alabama in the house, woo. Like, yeah, the house is parked right outside. I grew up as an Orthodox Jew. I don't consider myself as an Orthodox Jew. I'm more of a freestyle Jew. You know the type, have a nagila, have a tequila. And Jews, we have our own cultural thing. Like a lot of people like to go on Yelp to leave reviews. And Jews go on Yelp. But we also have our own website. It's called Kvetch. And the reviews. The food was excellent, but they sat us underneath a vent and it blew on me, and I've had a stiff neck for 3 weeks. And I've never... This is why I insist on box one. Jewish ninja. Boy. That is the stupidest joke I have. But I drove here, and I'll be speeding out of here. I mean, it might take me 3 days to figure out how to get out of here. Are there any cops here tonight? Cops. I love the ones who protect us. I hate the jerks that are waiting on the side of the road to give us a ticket. I hate them. I wish they'd be more honest when they pull us over. Don't call it a moving violation. Call it what it is, fundraising. And I get a lot of tickets. Anybody get a lot of tickets here? I get a lot of tickets. They always do the same thing too when they pull me over. They can't give me the ticket right away. Because I think we've already established, clearly I'm in a rush. Then they'll call me up a couple weeks later. Would you like to donate some money to the police? Are you kidding me? I gave you $180 3 weeks ago. I even went to court to visit that money. No, I think our business is done. Good day, Sparky. And I was getting pulled over with a wise-ass police officer. First question they always ask me, do you know why I pulled you over? Yeah, because I didn't see you. There's no amount of therapy that's going to make this right. And being that there's a lot of Jews in here, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of therapists in here. Or people that go to therapists. Lots of comics like to end their show with stuff that's funny. I see no reason to start that. I think my message today to you guys is stay in school. That's the message. So does anybody have kids here? Well, some of you are old enough to have kids living here. What do you want from me? Listen, you guys can do whatever you want. It's a gated community. This is why the Jehovah's don't come here. You scare the shit out of them. You have kids?
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
2.
You worried about getting her pregnant again? Yeah. Do you like condoms? No, you don't. Condoms are made in all different countries, made in Taiwan, Korea, China. I think it's very ironic that China, the most overpopulated country in the world, is making condoms. Bought the Chinese condoms. Good thing about Chinese condoms, each one comes with its own fortune. I'm Jewish, bought the kosher condom. Good thing about the kosher condom, never paid retail for it. Bad thing about the kosher condom, all the tips cut off. I designed my own condom. It says, if you can't read this, I'm already in you. Sometimes you need documentation, that's all I'm saying. And the final condom, Polish condoms, Putski condoms. Bought a 5-pack of them. It says, made with Polish know-how. 2 half-naked people look at each other going, what do we do now? I bought a 5-pack of these Polish Putski condoms. I went home. I opened up the box. You guys have been a lot of fun. My name is Davin. Have a wonderful week.
Davin Rosenblatt, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Davin.